This video is all about the pros and cons of living in Suwanee, Georgia. My name is Rip Pruitt, aka Rip the Realtor, and I live in Suwanee. So I'm excited to tell you all about the good and the not so good that this Atlanta suburb has to offer. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned to learn all about the pros and cons of living in Suwanee, Georgia. Starting with our first pro, Suwanee has tons of great neighborhoods. A lot of them are pretty new, most of them are very centrally located, and the homes are really as diverse as they are beautiful. I've actually been working on a series of videos all about the different neighborhoods in Suwanee. There's Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, there's Town Center, there's tons of stuff all around the city. So as far as suburbs go, Suwanee definitely has the hookup in terms of great neighborhoods. Now, con number one, prices. It's not exactly a surprise, but these nice new homes all around these great neighborhoods, they're not cheap. In general, Suwanee is quite a bit more expensive than a lot of the surrounding areas, including the city of Atlanta itself. In general, the state of Georgia is below the national average in terms of cost of living, but Suwanee is well above it. Things like rent, home values, taxes, they're all generally higher here. To give you a rough estimate, it's about 16 to 17% higher than the US average and about 25% higher than the Georgia state average. It's not the most expensive place to live in the Atlanta metro area, but it is up there for sure. My second pro for living in Suwanee is the food. Oh, you're going to eat well living here. Not only is Southern cuisine simply, well, delicious by nature, but there's tons and tons of world-class restaurants all around Suwanee and the surrounding areas. The food is also super diverse. You can find cuisine from, well, pretty much any culture or tradition on earth here. It's a great, great place to eat out, and the options are pretty much limitless. But speaking of going out, my second con is exactly that. Depending on who you are, the nightlife in Suwanee might not be too exciting. We're a kind of a laid-back town. A lot of families living here. It's not like nothing ever happens after dark, far from it. But if you're looking for a dynamic, massive nightlight scene, sorry, that was my bad attempt. You got to drive down to Atlanta, which depending on the timing might take you anywhere from as quick as 30 minutes to up to an hour. So like I say, depending on who you are and how you like to spend your time, that might be a bit of a drawback for you. My third pro is the youth sports scene in Suwanee, which I was a youth athlete myself back in the day. But both my boys are in sports as well, and Suwanee is just a fantastic place for young athletes. We have tons of parks, training facilities, sports programs, and of course, we have great schools for sports too. Everything from football to lacrosse to soccer, pretty much you name it. I did a whole video on youth sports in Suwanee, so check that out if you want more info and a guided tour of some of what's available here. It's definitely a pro for you sports families out there. My third con, the humidity. Georgia is humid, no doubt about it. Nothing you can do except just get used to it. I've lived here my whole life, so it doesn't necessarily bother me all that much. It's actually great for your skin. I mean, look at me, I'm actually 83 years old. But if you're from out of town somewhere with really dry summers, Well, you're gonna have some adjusting to do down here. But you know what? It doesn't ever get crazy hot or crazy cold. Rains a little more than usual down here, but we only average an inch of snow a year, barely any. And even with the humid summers, the temperature very rarely gets up anywhere near triple digits like some other places in the South. It's not some extreme weather zone. It just might be different from what you're used to and a little uncomfortable with it at first. Now, I saved the best for last, the biggest pro about living in Suwanee. It's the community. I love my community here. It's big, it's diverse, it's friendly. People love to know other people around here. I've been really lucky to have just the kinds of friends and connections that I have with being a realtor, and before that being in the nonprofit church world. It's been a great place to raise my family too, largely for that reason. My boys are exposed to all kinds of different opportunities that they wouldn't necessarily living somewhere else. That's a beautiful thing and is definitely a major reason to come down here. No matter who you are, we'll be happy to have you. But of course, the flip side of that leads me to my last con. I said we'd be happy to have you, and that's so true, but man, oh man, do I wish the traffic was a little easier sometimes. We're in the Atlanta metro area. It's the biggest city in the South, and it's one of the most populated areas in the country. So you're going to have to deal with crowds, with traffic jams, long lines. Now, not like Atlanta, but we still got them. That's all part of living around here. It's totally manageable, but again, depending on where you're coming from, might not be something that you're used to, and it really can be a bit of a downer sometimes. Well, that's it for my pros and cons to living in Suwanee, Georgia. Obviously, there's more I could say, but I figured these were the main points you'd need to know if you're interested in my burb. As always, if you have any questions, don't be shy. I'm always replying to comments and answering texts and calls on my phone, so ask away. I'd love to help you and show you some of that community spirit that I was telling you all about. So don't forget to subscribe and hit like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching and for sticking around till the end. Till I see you guys next time, love you, peace, God bless.